Hello folks, welcome to my last ride of 2023. And how do I know it's my last ride? Well, it's Hogmanay, it's the last day of December. And the weather's broken enough, sufficiently for me to get out on the bike. And today I'm on the NC750X. Not been on the bike for a long time. The tyres are getting close to their wear. I've now got new tyres for it, and in the next week or so, once everything opens up, I'll get the tyres fitted. But I've stayed off the bike and rode the other bike, so I think October the 30th was the last time I was on this on the NC. So it's the whole of November and virtually the whole of December. The bike sat, it started first time, didn't give us any problems whatsoever. So it's actually a very pleasant day, if a little bit damp underfoot. So we just take our time. There is no forecast of rain. It's actually quite warm. I think it's about 5 or 6, but the difference with it is 5 or 6 degrees Celsius. The difference is there's no icy wind. Yesterday I was out walking the dog with my wife, and it was at the same temperature, but by Jove it was cold because the wind was blowing a gale. But today it's lovely. Now we're going to go across the bridge. I'm going to meet Michael from Greywolf. We're going to have a coffee, bacon roll, and no doubt we'll go for a wee ride together. So we'll see how it gets on. I'm sticking to the main roads. I was going to go the back roads to get to Newborough. However, when I was out walking the dog this morning, about 10 o'clock, some of the ground was still a bit frosty. So given that the back roads will not be treated and they'll be shaded and all that good stuff, I'm going to stick to the main roads, which doesn't mean great viewing for you, but we'll pick it up once we get there. We're about to go over the Tay Road Bridge. The roadworks are finished on it, and they start again next year for another 6, 7, 8 months when they do the other carriageway. And there we go, look at that. The River Tay, it's as calm as you like. What a beautiful sight. You might notice a little bit different on the front of the bike here that I've moved the sat-nav. The sat-nav was of course mounted here in a couple of brackets, but excuse me a minute, following the Orkney and Shetland trips, the sat-nav took a bit of a hammering with rain on a couple of days, and I had an ingress of moisture. So I've let the moisture completely dry out the sat-nav. I've resealed it using sealant, and then I've moved it to try and give it a little bit more protection. Now, it wasn't too bad on this bike. It was up here, but I want to get it out of that wind flow because there's a bit of wind comes up there. So I've moved it back onto handlebars and see what it is. The good thing about it is it's cleaned up this front bit. We'll see how we get on. We've also moved it on the NT1100 onto the handlebars to give it a bit more protection, because it was out here on the side, and although it worked very well, it was still exposed to the weather. A bit of mist sitting on the hills over there. Beautiful view. I don't normally go out on a Sunday, and it's certainly not Sunday lunchtime, it's 12:30ish. I certainly don't go out at this time of day on a Sunday. I usually spend the day with my wife, but we've got our granddaughter today, and we're looking after her tonight. My son and his wife's gone away to Glasgow for the night, just to give them a break. So we've got the granddaughter, and the weather's decent enough to get out on the bike, especially the last ride of the year. It's so good to get back on the NC. I forget how good the bike this is. Look at this idiot. Once again, I'd just like to say thanks to everyone who's subscribed. The channel's continuing to grow, and it's good to know that folk are willing to subscribe because they're seeing something at least they might like. So thanks very much, everyone. There's one lad I want to say hello to in particular. Now, I've known this laddie since preschool days, and he's careered towards his 40th birthday in a couple of years' time. Hello Ryan, how are you doing, son? I know Ryan watches all my videos. He's a lifelong friend of my son, Michael. Him and his brother grew up with my daughter and son. So we've known him for a long time, and Ryan's right at the bikes. It's good to hear you enjoy it, Ryan. Just you post anything you like, don't you worry about Michael. Now, I have heard you want to do something together with the bikes, and I'm up for that. But we'll do it when the better weather's here and a bit of sun. But we'll definitely do that over the next few months. And I look forward to that, Ryan. So thanks for watching. I'm going to be way early for Michael, but that's okay. Why did it overtake and then just slam on their brakes? Isn't that just bloody wonderful? Yeah, you see, that's still all ice. So you just got to be careful going on back roads. I hope the camera's not getting too dirty, because you get to see some very atmospheric shots with the mist hanging around. Yeah, most of that's still ice, so that just tells you that in the shade on untreated roads you're going to find ice. So we will be sticking to main roads today. There we are, misty again. So I'm about 15 minutes early to see Michael. Ooh, it's not so nice here, is it? It was misty in Dundee this morning, but it soon cleaned up. Well, pea soup. Cold as well. Right, that's freezing. Ah, Michael's there. How good is that? Yay! What's that?
It's a bit icy there.
Yeah.
Coffee's no open.
What?
Boy says I don't know why they decided to shut it
Yeah, well.
Uh,
Well, that's a bummer.
but I can see where it's clearing now, but
It's just here. See how you get outside here? It's clear.
oh, well, it's like this all the way to make like the flood.